Hey there guys, welcome to our review of Doctor Who The Chase.
Hi from Karma. Hello everybody.
Dad noticed that Vicky mentioned a juice called guava in it, so we got some guava at the store.
It's delightful. We might even win a trip to Jamaica, man.
So, the story begins with us looking at the time-space visualizer, which was hinted at the end of the last story. And said, like, what's that huge thing that you got in the TARDIS? And the doctor's just like, I don't think that I need your permission to bring this stuff in. And then they start looking at random points in the past. One thing that kind of bugs me is that there was actually a deleted scene where Barbara gives a time address, and that turns out to be the Beatles playing a bit of music, and then Vicky's just like, I didn't know that you guys like classical music, but unfortunately I can't really track that specific scene down because it keeps getting called for copyright or something, and it's not even on the DVD, it's only on the Reading 2 DVD for some reason.
Didn't know the Beatles were on Doctor Who, which is awesome. Although I think in any timeline, classical music doesn't involve much of the Beatles background track. I remember sitars, I don't remember much classical. Well, just in the background of a couple of years, sure.
This is our third encounter with the Daleks.
Yes.
You remember a few stories back when we watched those movies made by Peter Cushing? It has been rumored that they made a third movie based on this story as well. It's just...
Oh, this is a classic. This is a great story. Great storyline.
Said to have been like lost or like burned or something.
Sure.
So, and there has been like a trailer made, but it looks a bit too futuristic to have really been made in that time.
It's still a very common theme. We're still whirling with the Eloy Morlock theme, right? We have the fungoids being the Morlocks, a threat. We have the higher city above ground with the higher ordered beings, which are, in this case are given away to the robots. No, we're all right. We're not allowed to say the robots. Yeah, excellent. Okay, good. Very, very common theme in fantasy and sci-fi.
One line that did really kind of get to me is when the doctor's singing on the sand, and then Barbara says, "What's that awful noise?" referring to the time-space visualizer, and the doctor's just like, "That's no way to talk about that singing." And then Barbara says, "No, not that awful noise, the other awful noise."
Yeah, that got awful noise. The other awful noise. There's some good humor in this one. This is a fun little one going on. The puppetry work, I really like it. You know, for the timeline and era. A little shout out, little Christmas egg. My when they get to the car, it's my month and birth.
Oh yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah, Barbara and Ian arrived at December 1965, which is when he was born.
Yeah, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Also in episode 2 when they were trying
to my daddy.
When they were trying to distract the Daleks in episode 2 and Ian stands up and says, "Woohoo, Daleks." I remember when I was watching the story for the first time and you were like on the computer and you overheard it.
Oh yeah.
And then you told me like, "Callum, if anyone ever says that to you, it's a trap." And then you showed me that famous.
Also, like, I don't like how slow are these Gallic guns? Like, you know, I could use one of those little pop guns with a cork and hit someone if they handed up and said "you," and I'm actually looking where they were. I could see if he's popped up and then moved over, but he pops up in the same spot. The Dalek should have wasted all three of them. Done.
This was the second story where they arrive at more than one destination in the TARDIS. The first one being an earthly child, where in the first episode they were in 1963 and then they spent the rest in caveman times. But other than that, this is the first story where they like continuously jump from one location to another instead of just staying in one.
Yeah, it's good, exciting, keeps it fresh, and the chase is neat because the Daleks are closing in them each time. They try to stand their ground. They actually go into the human mind, which is different. Although at the end there might not be a human mind, it might have been just like might have just been no. That's for you guys. Do you think the robot was it a robot that got fried by the Dalek and was able to resist their machine? Advanced robot, maybe like a puppet maker, maybe like the Toy Masters Museum, or something that he was able to survive the Dalek's rays, or was it really truly inside the mind?
Yeah, there are many theories as to what was going on there.
I think it's like one of the Puppet Master's little places.
Yeah, I think it was kind of too vague that any theory could really be correct at this point.
I don't think it was an actual museum because I don't think a little robot's going to survive the Daleks thing. Otherwise, well, there you go. It's a pretty good Frankenstein robot unleashed on the Dalek planet. He seems to be invincible. They all run away. Back!
You pointed out in the Empire State Building that Barbara and Ian were basically in their hometown, just a few years off again, which is where they ended up anyway. So they might as well have just.
Plus being chased by the Daleks. Now we don't know had they separated that the Daleks would have hunted them down first and then gone after the Doctor. So that's possibly why they decided to. Callum you suggested perhaps it was just the excitement of it. I think if you're time traveling and then being chased like by these ruthless Daleks, I think that's when you hop off and say, "Good luck, Doctor. We'll try to lure them away," or something, and then you off and down the lift, down the stairs if you have to, because they can't go downstairs very well at this stage in the Daleks' evolution. I think I'm done. I think the tallest building, they're not going to get off easily. They haven't shown a hovering ability. I think they're going to go after the Doctor and his time machine, and I think I got 2 hours of explaining that. 2 hours, 2 years off work. I'm gonna get my job back.
They also made a robot of the Doctor, which was very interesting.
Oh yeah, great. Again, excellent work. They don't have CGI, so they get an actor to dress up as much as he can like the Doctor, because they can't do the split screens all that well. They do pan back and forth in a couple, and they have the actor playing the Doctor, or one part where it could have been the Doctor playing the end, and then just split screen back. But no, great work.
William Hartnell lip synced most of the lines. There was one scene where the robot said no, and they didn't lip sync that, but it's kind of very brief that you don't.
Lip syncing still illegal in New Hampshire. Excellent.
And I also just wanted to say, you had the idea that there might have been limited Daleks, and they were like picking them off one by one with each destination. The Dalek fell off the boat, or
yes. Each episode they started taking out one or two Daleks, and I thought that was going to be the resolution of the show, that they're taking them out one by one, and then the Daleks are attrition, and then they come up with this reproducer, and maybe can reproduce Daleks, and they're screwed.
Yeah. And just finally, this is goodbye to Barbara and Ian. Then.
Oh yeah. Great run. Ian for sure saved the Doctor untold many times. As dorky as his acting is, sometimes I think that shows the evolution of maybe even acting humankind, right? Because these overacting, some of these efforts, like the dying scenes have to be people die like it's in a Shakespearean drama, and they're still. You got to view this as a play, right? It's a play.
Yeah, the Doctor was shown to really care about his companions because, and doesn't want them to leave because of Ian and Barbara.
Yeah. On his side, I disagree with that. And I think he was just like a selfish. I still want my companions. I think it's very possible he could have let them go earlier.
Yeah.
And again, Empire State Building, you're 2 years off the mark. A short little ride across the. You're going. Most of the accidents are coming this way on those big boats. They're not going that way. Hope they don't get on the.
Yeah.
All right.
So what would you rate it out of 10?
Solid 8.
Being my second favorite William Hartnell story, I think that I'm going to give my first 9 to this one.
Woo! Excellent. And it's well deserved. I could have gone higher, but there you go. Peace eyes.
Alright. See you guys next time with the Time Meddler.
Slancha. And try guava. Excellent.
Bye guys.